I was reading the book of Genesis, chapter 22, today in the morning, and this is where Abraham's faith was tested. So when I got to verse 2, which says, Then God said, Take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you. Like, I kind of noticed the emphasis on only son, considering that Abraham had two sons. The son that he had with Hagar, the slave servant of Sarah, Ishmael, and Isaac. So why did God say, Take your son, your only son, when Abraham had two sons? This verse kind of took me back to John 3, verse 16, where it says, For God so loved the world that he gave his only son. You see? And just how similar these verses are shows that God wasn't talking about Isaac in this verse. God was talking about his son that he would later, that would later die for us. Just to prove this, when we go to verse 6? Yeah, verse 6, which says, Abraham took the wood for the burnt offering and placed it on his son Isaac, and he himself carried the fire and the knife. Who else carried wood on his shoulders? Because when I remember well, Jesus Christ carried the cross he was to be crucified on. The cross he was crucified on his shoulders. They made him carry it. And this is what it says here. Abraham took the wood for the burnt offering and placed it on Isaac's shoulders. Is it just me? Or this is God telling us what would later happen? How his son would later, die on a cross, on a mountain. Jesus did not want, God did not want Isaac. God doesn't want human sacrifice. God did not want Isaac. As much as, he was testing Abraham's faith, and it's a whole other topic on its own. Like, God was also showing us what would later happen. How his only begotten son, his only son, the son that he loves, would die. How the son that he loves would be crucified on a cross. Yeah, like, I love this chapter. And I see Jesus in this chapter, as much as it is talking about Isaac and Abraham, how Abraham trusted God throughout this. I'm sure it's a lot that Abraham went through and whatnot, but I also see Jesus. I see Jesus as Isaac in this chapter. I see Jesus going to the mountain of Calvary where he was crucified. I see Jesus, Isaac carrying the wood on his shoulders. I see Jesus carrying the cross on his shoulders. And I'm just like, wow. Hope you're blessed just like I was. Yeah. And one thing that we should always do as, Christians and children of the Father, we should always see Jesus in every chapter. See Jesus throughout the Bible. See Jesus in the book of Esther. See Jesus in the book of Ruth, because there's some Bible books, some Bible chapters, yeah, that don't mention Jesus, but see Jesus in every character. In the yeah, I don't know how to say this, but yeah, see Jesus. Look for Jesus in the Bible, and you will find him, and he will reveal himself to you. Yeah.